We welcome you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. And I understand the time is short, but I'll try to make it as crisp as possible. I thank the organizers for inviting me, especially Dr. Senthil for pursuing with me for this presentation. And the topic which was assigned to me was the new vector control tools for malaria control. And as we all know, it's an elimination mode. So the first slide which I'm showing you are there is this paper published by my group, and we were working on the new tools, and this is a review not only on malaria but all the vector-borne diseases and what are the challenges and how can we resolve those challenges through the new tools. But if we restrict to malaria, we can see there are six major primary vectors of malaria, and you are well aware they are spread all across the country. So we do face a very large burden of vector-borne diseases. Yes. So there's nothing. Yeah. So the current challenges of the malaria control and elimination will be dealt in the slides. And the next, we can go to the next one. No problem. Okay. Next, I'll come to the problems now. So we have. Okay, just 1 second. I just want to talk about the burden of malaria so that the people have the context. Okay, fine. If we see the history of malaria from 1950, everybody is well versed how we have progressed from a very high burden of 75 million cases now to around roughly 2.5 lakh cases. But as we move towards elimination, and the target is not even a single indigenous case of malaria should be there. And these are the milestones on which our national program has moved ahead. And we are in the time of 2027 to 2030 is a time when we should be going for verification of elimination, and 2027 should be the time when we should have zero indigenous malaria case. Next. So if we see what is the situation, again we are tracking the trend of the reduction in malaria from 2000 to 2024. There was an 8-fold decline in malaria cases. Vivax malaria declined 10-fold. Falciparum has decreased 7-fold decline, and there is a decline of 11-fold in overall mortality, that is the deaths of due to malaria. But if we see from 2021 onwards, there has been a sustained increase in malaria cases overall for the country, and that I put up in the box in the graph. That also can be attributed to a better surveillance system of the country, and through IHIP portal, a better reporting also is there. But there is an increase in malaria cases, there is no doubt. There is almost an increase of 58% in overall malaria from 2021 to 2024. Next. So what are the current tools which are used for malaria control? They are majorly use of the insecticide treated bed nets, and they are treated with synthetic pyrethroid. And other is use of indoor residual spray. Again, they make use of synthetic pyrethroid or malathion. You are well aware that DDT also was used, but now it has completely phased out in 2024. So that is not being used anymore. And larvicide also are used for environmental management and through for the source reduction. Next. So what are the challenges and how do we counter those challenges for malaria control? So the biggest challenge which we will face is insecticide resistance. For that, we will require maybe new molecules with a different mode of action. We can have next generation insecticide treated nets. We can have attractive toxic sugar baits, which is still in research mode. We can have endectocide, and we can have newer tools like insecticide paints. There is a challenge of outdoor biting. There has been a subtle change in behavior in the malaria vectors because of the continuous use of L-alliance and IRS molecules. So the mosquito is biting outside and is biting early. So that is leading to outdoor transmission of malaria. So what to do with that? So we can think about insecticide treated materials or wearables which people can use when they are going outdoors, like they are forest goers or if they are sleeping outside, they can be used. Special repellents can be used in closed and semi-closed spaces even if the mosquito is biting early and the people are not under